Well, hello, hello, hello. How is everybody doing out there? See, we got a couple people tonight. Not everybody forgot about us. Rebel Canners, Ben's Over Acres, Bill on the Rock Homestead, Jujube, Down Under Farm and Forge, Hidden Within Myself, Bill on the Rock Homestead, Down Under Farm and Forge. Says there's 16. I know I didn't name 16 names. There's got to be more people here that I'm not aware of. So you go to Country Heart. I think I said that. I think I said everybody I see, but it says that there's more here. So Geeky Gardens, hello, 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 hello. Well, first off, I just want to ask you, can you hear me okay? Are we getting through? Is it broadcasting? Maybe? Or are you just watching me play air talk? Air guitar? Granted Gardens. Granted Gardens is our guest tonight. And they were very gracious. You have just me tonight. You don't have Sherry. So we have postponed our engagement with Granted Gardens. It's, don't know how to say it any other way than just to say it. It's been a hell of a 3 weeks. A little over 3 weeks ago, Sherry had some elective surgery. And although the procedure went well, she has not done well. And Joe, thanks for stopping in. And by the way, I got your message. I called you and haven't heard back from you, and I've just been busier in a one-legged ant in a kick fight. So, anyway, like I say, Sherry had some surgery, I don't know, 3.5 weeks ago. And based upon previous incidences like that, you know, she fully expects to be back up and trotting around in 3 or 4 days, a week maximum. I don't know if y'all remember, she had surgery, and she sat in on one of our Thursday night lives for 2 hours the day after. I mean, so she's a real trooper when it comes to that, and this has kicked her butt. Consequently, see, her butt doesn't get kicked without mine getting kicked too, because it's been just absolutely a ton of taking care of stuff here. So anyway, I apologize to everybody. Want to apologize to everybody. Sherry is fine as far as, you know, mentally and all that. It's just she has pain. She has a lot of pain and can't get rid of the pain. And it's just going to take more time. And so she's not comfortable sitting. I mean, you can see it in her face that it hurts. And so she's not ready to be on camera. But she's doing okay. Rosanna, hello. Morris Patchett, Hammond Homestead. Hidden Within Myself. Who else is in here? Christy Betts is in here. J Love Adventures is in here. World Without Rule of Law. Lone Star Living. I think I said hello. Angel Cooper. Yo, I'm taking care of her. I'm doing the best I can. But I have my own obstacles to overcome. I'm gonna share something with. I can share with most of you folks in there. The only one that maybe not gonna listen to me is Joe down there, because he's probably the closest one in age to me. We may have somebody else out there, I don't know, but hey, it's a bitch getting old. I've had my share of I'm going to say complications dating back to like 2007. Just give you a little history, I guess. 2007, I got up in the morning about 4 o'clock, and I told Sherry, I said, I am not doing well. You need to get up and you need to take me to the hospital. And we did that, and an hour and a half later, I was in the operating room with a heart attack. So that was back in 2007. So that equated to a couple stints at that time, and that all went fairly well. What they did back at that time is they gave me some sort of medicated stents. Now, if you've never dealt with anybody that's had blockage in the veins and arteries and what have you, a stent is a little thing that it opens up the artery and makes the blood flow better. And they, at that time, back in 2007, gave me medicated stents. Because I don't know if that was the latest rage. I don't know if that was the doctor's color choice. He was getting the biggest kickback from that company. I don't know what it was. But anyway, because of the type of stents that he gave me, I will forever be on the drug Plavix. Plavix is a blood thinner. And blood thinner, if you all know anybody that's on blood thinners, that turns you into a bleeder. I used to ride a motorcycle, and after the heart attack, if I go down the road on a motorcycle, if I had a short sleeve shirt on like I do right now, I'd go through. This was especially in the evening time. There's a lake relatively close to where we live, and go buzzing down that road 60 miles an hour on the bike, and come to a stop when you come up into town, and look down at my arms, and they were dripping in blood because of where the bugs hit. It just opened up little pores. It was absolutely crazy. So that stopped the motorcycle riding. It stopped a lot of things like that. And then Sharon and I took turns every couple of years. She decided because I had a heart attack, she had to have one. So then she had one. And then that wasn't good enough. Then she had to go back and have open heart surgery, I think 2 years later or something. I don't remember all these dates. Things that you're not happy about, you tend to just shove them off to the side and don't worry about it. But then she had open heart surgery. And then after that, they decided she didn't need her gallbladder. They're going to tear that out. It was just, one little thing after another. Well, I decided I couldn't let her one-up me on all that. So, again, this was another thing where I woke up in the middle of the night and said, okay, you got to take... Okay, are we coming back? I'm looking to see if we're coming back. Dum-dum-dum-dum. All right. Are we back? Let's see if we're back. That looks to be back. Okay, are we back? Looks to be back. All right. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but It looks like our internet provider decided to, I don't know, take a vacation. So anyway, where was I? Well, if I'm not mistaken, I was going through some of our older history. Anyway, I had the abdominal aortic aneurysm. That's what I was starting to talk about. That's where the artery in the lower torso breaks off into the arteries that go down each leg. So for those of you that are maybe a little bit more mechanically inclined, it's kind of like a Y pipe in a car. It's like an exhaust pipe. You know, the two Ys goes into one pipe, and they kind of fixed it. They I like to say they just give me some new tubing, and they literally replaced that Y section with some sort of a plastic pipe, I guess. That hold on a second. What? Okay, you want some? Our granddaughter's here helping us out tonight. So, I know that Sherry is in here on and off or something on her phone, but anyway. She's fine. She's fine. She wasn't hurting it. Okay. So anyway, oh, Grammy Karen is in here. Hello, hello. Good to see you. So anyway, my and I'm going to blame it on the fistful of pills that they have me taking every day. I swear some of them put weight on you, but I've not been able to lose weight like I used to when I was younger. Things have become very, very difficult for me in gardening and doing things outside, where I used to be able to go out and just tackle the garden in a day. It just doesn't happen. I can't tackle it in a week. So we have decided, maybe I decided, I don't know which one of us decided, but we have decided that we're downsizing our garden, and we're getting away from the back to Eden style gardening, which is what we primarily did. We had raised bed gardens, patches, and a fair amount of in-ground gardening. We had a garden that was roughly 40 by 75 maybe. And that's getting considerably reduced. And we are going to be doing some container gardening. Now, container gardening has its own set of challenges for any of you that are familiar with the container gardening. And that's, geez, you got to water them things every day, and you just it's almost like the maintenance is maybe worse on those. Well, it doesn't have to be. So I've done a tremendous amount of looking up and studying and figuring out and what have you, and developed what I feel is a best of both worlds type situation, where we're going to use buckets. We're going to use 5-gallon buckets that utilize the ability to wick the water from the bottom. It has a reservoir in the bottom, over a gallon of water that sits in the bottom of the bucket that just self feeds the dirt or the plant, as you would. I have plans to get all that on video. It just hasn't happened yet. I'll go downstairs and I can work on it for 15 or 20 minutes, and then I'm worn out and I have to stop. I have to get away from it. But as of yesterday, was it yesterday? Yeah, as of yesterday, with granddaughter's help, we got our first 7 5-gallon buckets actually planted, all built and planted, with another half dozen buckets or so in the wings, waiting to go, just not done yet. And so I'm going to get some of them set up, and I'm going to be taking some, as some people would call it, some B-roll video of how we accomplished this and how we've done it and what we're doing. Don't know what all exactly we're going to do, because the garden is as it was is at the point where I can't even mow it. It's just, I mean, there's things in there from the garden, and weed eater has gotten out of the question at this point in time. But we're just gonna plug away at it. The problem is, man, I don't know where, if the growing conditions have been as favorable in your area as they have been here. You can watch the grass grow. And the weeds, they grow twice as fast as grass. You turn around and it's got another inch on it. It's crazy. But that's what we kind of have in mind. We are not running away from you guys. Lady Casca's Homestead Journey. My YouTube keeps buffering. I think ours is okay at this point in time. We did have an issue earlier, so if you want to refresh, if that maybe will help you. But we did have an issue here earlier. I mean, I looked and checked, and our internet provider, for some reason, wasn't giving us the internet. So, real quick, went into the router and did a hard reset on it. I see City Girl. Terry has got a lot of volunteer veggie plants in her garden, and grass and weeds are knee high. Yeah, knee high would be a total understatement. And I don't know, Terry, I don't think I've ever met you. City Girl Country, I don't think I've ever met you in person, but so I don't know how tall you are. But yeah, knee high is it would be mild here. And that's just another thing. Well, let me put it this way. If you've ever seen Smudge could hide in the grass standing up. So, what else do I want to talk about? Oh, I know what else I want to talk about. The BUCKEYE SIZZLER. This is still a go. I don't care if we have 3 people show up. We are doing this. This will be held on June the 12th, which is a Saturday. This is held at Millbrook Resorts. This is what this is. This is a private campground. So it's actually gated. So there is a YouTube page. Not a YouTube page. I shouldn't have said that. There's a Facebook page. There's a Facebook page, a Facebook group for the BUCKEYE SIZZLER. Just go in and search BUCKEYE SIZZLER. Join that group. Wide Family Farm. Well, I hope I'm not stepping on my tongue here, but I'm looking very forward to Courtney helping us out quite a bit with this. And anybody else that would like to help out, please let it be known. There's a building on the campground that even if the weather is bad, we have facilities to be inside out of the rain. As far as activities for youngsters or whatever on the premises there is, well, I'm sure I'm going to miss some things. So let me just kind of go through my memory banks here. There's some putt-putt golf. There is, there's like some soccer field, not soccer fields. There's volleyball fields. There's horseshoes. There's a lake there. They have paddle boats and canoes and things like that can be used. There's an indoor pool. If anybody wants to, buff up your guns there or anything, there's actually a weight room if you want to partake in that. It's a very, very nice resort. It's in the northern part of Ohio, a little bit north of Akron. White Family Farm. Can you put a link into the Facebook page, please? I would certainly appreciate that if you could do that. The restrictions will be lifted by then, so that should not be an issue. What else do we need to know? There's because it is a resort. It is a private resort. They have a day fee. They have an admission fee. This is not money that we would collect, but we do have to have a number. They will have somebody at the gate, and to attend this, it costs you $4 adult to get in. Kids are free. So there's a $4 fee to get in. But hear this. Two Family Homestead is supplying hot dogs and some burgers. I don't know how many burgers, 50 burgers or something. I don't know. I can't give you a count. I don't know. But we're gonna have a couple cases of burgers. We're gonna have plenty of hot dogs. If somebody would like to help with some condiments or something, that would be wonderful. Or if you wanted to maybe help and get bring some buns up or things like that. That's what I'm saying is, okay, it'll cost you $4 to come in the gate, but believe me, the food will be good, and you have a great lunch for $4 if you wanted to just look at it from that. Not to mention all the community that will have just meeting people that are there. Like I say, I don't know how many people's there. We have a lot of subscribers, but we don't have a very active subscriber base. I'm not sure. I hope to change that. I really hope to change that. But us, as older people, I don't know. We're kind of grandma and grandpa, the community in the page here, which it's a nice place to be, but it doesn't generate these live streams with 500 to 1,000 people in them. I wish it did. But like I say, there's plenty of room for this in Millbrook Resort. Go to the BUCKEYE SIZZLER Facebook page. There's more information there. Okay, Chris's Clever Craft. I will double check that. The last, see, I'm filling in here. this is not my forte. This is Sherry's forte. This is not mine. So I guess the whole point is, two-family homestead is not doing this in any way to profit from this at all. Not at all. That's not the point. The point is to meet anybody. Doesn't even have to be a quote unquote homesteader, but let's do kind of limit it to maybe, okay, either YouTube person or one that watches YouTube that has an interest in gardening and homestead lifestyle, maybe some prepping, something along that line. And it is open to anybody and everyone. Okay, but we do have to have a count, so you do need to go to that page and sign up. I will check, and I will stop talking about fees. Just tap dance, Daryl. Well, that would be something to do. That would chase everybody away. Let's say what we have 31 in here now. If I started tap dancing, we might have one left. Homestead Rewind. I would love to go, but I better save my gas. It's quite a jog for me. Homestead. Oh, where are you at now? Are you still, God, am I right when I say Arkansas? I know you're down south, and is it Arkansas? Homestead Rewind. Yeah, and let's just talk about a couple more. Of course, that one will be June the 12th. That's for Ohio. First weekend in August will be out in Hannibal, Missouri. Off Grid with Doug and Stacy will be putting on the Life Conference. Folks, I know that there's a lot of people that have this head over heels love affair with Homesteaders of America deal, and it's a absolutely fine thing that they've done. But if you really want to learn things from an educational standpoint, you are not going to beat the Life Conference out in Hannibal, Missouri. Doug and Stacy have put together something that is just, it's incredible. It's incredible, and we will be at that. We will be out at the Life Conference in Missouri. I'm looking to see, is Stringfield Ridge Farm in here? If you are, raise your hand. I'm not sure, but I don't know the dates. See, this is not my forte. There is the picnic in Kentucky. That will be September. I want to say September. I hope that's right. If anybody knows, Homesteaders Picnic in Kentucky. Chris's Clevercraft. Oh, well, let me also just add one more thing. Let me add one more thing about the thing. I do know that the campground is offering, normally, if you're not a member of the campground, you can't even get in there. But because we happen to be members, and we are putting this BUCKEYE SIZZLER on, if anybody would like to come up and camp You let us know. We kind of hit the go between there to get you in. You're in on a reduced rate, if I'm not mistaken. 30 amp service, $25 a night. I could be wrong, but I think that's pretty darn close. And maybe $5 more for 50 amp service. And so if you have a camper and wanted to come and spend a few days early, I personally, what we're planning on doing, what Sherry and I are planning on doing, is getting up there on a Thursday. We'll probably leave the house here, go up on Thursday, spend Thursday night. We'll spend Friday getting things ready for the event on Saturday, and then of course Saturday is the BUCKEYE SIZZLER. That's when I hope to. It would just blow me away if we get 50 or 60 people. That would blow me away. I would love to see it, and I just love to shake everybody's hand. And I know as a lot of the gals say, neck hugs and all that stuff. Just if you've never been to a meetup, you truly don't know what you're missing. The socialism is through the roof. It's such an experience to meet these folks in real life that you've chatted with online for sometimes years. Yeah, Homestead Rewind going to go to the meetup in Oklahoma this weekend. Now, Homestead Rewind, we met her at a meetup. I don't remember where. I don't remember which one. Socialism? Yeah, socialism. There you go. Oh, Grammy Karen. Hey, I hope you can make it. I really do. I know that I reached out to Zach and Jen, but there's something going on that weekend. I want to say maybe a wedding or something. So if that's the case, I bet you can't make it either. But Heartland Homesteaders Picnic, that's the one down in Kentucky. We have been there for the past 2 years. That's a wonderful show. Coupon Gale, hello, how are you doing? Getting started on homesteading. So, like I say, we're very much looking forward to having Courtney's assistance in helping us pull this off. I mean, we're just a couple old folks. She's a young'un. And, okay, Grammy Karen, forgot about the wedding. So, yeah. Otherwise, we would have had Stivers there. But because somebody's got to go and get married, they're just not going to make it. I just don't think that's very fair of them, but that's okay. We forgive them. We love them anyway. So what else can we talk about? There's a smidgen of a possibility that Jason and Robin might make it up for that. It's not an impossibility, but it's not definite for a couple reasons. Number one, they got that farm that has to be taken care of, and it's a couple-day trip for them to come up. It's on Zach's side of the family. So maybe Grammy Karen can make it. I don't know. Love to see you. Love to see you again. Juby, I have not actually talked to Jason, but the last I heard, he's somehow he hurt his hand. Don't know how, don't know what happened. I'm sure that I will find out, but I have not talked to him. Could we pitch a tent out of the car? I know this. And Chris's Clevercraft, send us an email, twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com. I will confirm what's going on with doing that. I know that if we are set up campsite, I can set up a tent beside our camper. One tent beside our camper up there, which is not an issue. So I'm going to say that I think so. I think so. Yeah, absolutely. If you pay for site pitch 10, I mean, I believe that's absolutely fine. And again, send us an email, and I will double check and confirm the tent thing. I don't want to tell you can and have and obviously, the campground there is, in my opinion, they've already bent way over backwards for us. We told them, look, we got this crazy idea. We know hundreds of people in this YouTube group. We have no idea how many can make it, but we would love to host a gathering. And I said, these are not crazy people. These are not people that start fires in the street and burn bridges and march up and down and tear down buildings and loot stores. This is not those people. These are all good people. And they have given us the building to use. The building has a full kitchen in it. So, what it is, it's a pretty good sized barn. If I had to guess, I'm going to say it's a 50 by 100 foot pole barn that has a kitchen in the one end and large area, tables, has a stage area in it. Well, we're a good crazy, Sonny's place. We're a good crazy. I'm over the Crockers. I don't even watch his channel anymore. I got better things to do. Well, they obviously are a popular channel. Let me, how do I want to say this? Like anything else, drama builds onlookers. And I think Crocker's just had some drama in their channel. I'm not saying it's bad, different, or anything else. It's each their own. It was not my cup of tea, but that's fine. I don't watch all the time, but I still sometimes even watch a Wrangler Star video. And maybe because I watched him 10 years ago, 12 years ago. So Coupon Gale, if what we're talking about here right now, the Buckeye Sizzler, this is in Ohio. This is northern Ohio. It's what is the name of that little burg there? All right, stay with me. I'll get the name. It's in New Lyme, Ohio. Okay. Here you go. I've learned something. Let me grab this and bring this into the chat here. Okay. On Eventbrite. See, I told you, not my forte. An Eventbrite, free. BUCKEYE SIZZLER tickets in New Lyme, Ohio. And it's got some pictures there. It's got some pictures of some campsites. It's got pictures of the indoor pool that is there. There is also a game room. There are some cabins available to rent, what they call luxury villas and deluxe cabins. If you want to sell some of your wares, that's fine. There is no charge for you to set up a table or anything like that. But you have to supply your own table. Let's do it that way. You have to supply your own table. But just bring it, set it up, and hang your shingle out on the side there. And if you have some sort of salves you make, or whatever. So let me just kind of go through here. Homestead family, Sonny's place. Are you going to be able to make it? Just curious. Boy, that would be great if you could. Rebel Canners. Hopefully you can make it. I'd like to meet you. All right. So, any other questions from anybody? Anything? It's been a crazy year, but thankfully, the pandemic is winding down. The CDC has said if you've got your vaccinations and stuff, you no longer have to be masked. Although there's a lot of political garbage out there that's saying, "Oh yeah, I still got to wear your mask." So, but as of the second or third of June, Ohio will be open again, 100%. That's what we're told. A spider plant baby. We have a spider plant in the bathroom, and it has little babies that hang over the side. If I stand up too quick, they get in my head, and I think I got a real spider in my hair. Bushcraft family, hello, how you doing? Mama Z is mask free. Cozy crib. Down under Farm and Forge, are things starting to relax over in your neck of the woods? And I hope so. This has gone on long enough. Oh, walking onions. We have them walking all over the garden. So anyway, I'm guessing, I'm certainly hoping, but I'm guessing that Sherry will be back with us next week. And she's certainly better looking than I am on here, so that way I can just hide back in the background and run the mic settings and do the scenery stuff. I'm going to have to get shots to visit, maybe next year. Okay. To see somebody claim Darren as her baby daddy and get him out of there. Well, I'm sure J Love Adventures is gonna make it to the meetup, and I'm sure she's probably gonna help some too. At least I think so. Hey, here's a little known fact. I hope that we're not going to embarrass anybody here, but J Love Adventures is has quite the voice, and does a little bit of singing on the side there, just so you know. Pretty darn good at it. So we for sure want to see her at the meetup, and maybe we'll get her and her daughter to sing a little bit. So, and that's something else too for this, for the meetup. If you play an instrument, if you sing, if you have that unique quirk thing that you'd like to share with folks, bring it. Bring it. Kevin James, I hadn't thought about that, or if people not been taking care of their oral sanitary duties, they've just been hiding it all behind a mask. Oh. All right. Well, I think I've probably said about all that I can here tonight. If I need to update our schedule, we're going to get, for the past 3 weeks, everybody will be rescheduled. There will be, obviously, it's not been done online yet. That schedule is 3 weeks out of date. And I want to thank those folks very much for because things just took off like crazy. I mean, we were scheduling out 6 months in advance. We stopped. people would ask if they, can we be on the show? And we've told everybody for over 3 months now that we're kind of in a hold pattern. Don't give up on us, but we're not actually scheduling anymore right now because we didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't know what was going to happen with the COVID thing. We didn't know what was going to happen with the various meetups. As you all know, one of our big things that we love to do is to go to these meetups and do them live. We will be doing that at we'll be doing that at the BUCKEYE SIZZLER. We'll have a live stream going there. We'll be doing that at the Life Conference. We'll have a live stream going there. We'll be doing that in Kentucky at the Homestead Picnic. We'll be doing that there. For the first time, we will not be doing it at Homestead America. I'm sorry, but we are not going to go pay $150 to have a place to stand and do a live stream. That's just crazy. We're doing this to help them. We're doing this to promote the homesteading, and it's not like we're going to set up a booth and sell things. So we will not be. We may go, but we will not be doing a live stream unless she decides to contact me and say, hey, we've had change of heart. Would love to have you come back out again. We'll give you an extension cord out on one of the barns so you have some power and just do your thing and promote our show. Well, and that's for booth space. Electricity might be extra. I don't know, Terry. All I know is that's too expensive for our little channel. That's just way too expensive for our little channel. Like I say, it would be so much different if we had a boatload of stuff to take and sell that people were interested in. If we were making salves, if we were making drinks and crafts or something, and had things that people would come up and buy, where you can. I understand the idea of charging a vendor a setup fee. $150 is not even. That's just stupid. And to camp, I don't know what they want for camping at the place there, but last year we were told it was going to be $75 a night. Well, I went to a campground 4 miles away and paid $30. The campsites that are on site at the Homesteaders of America, they're well off the beaten path. So anyway, I mean that's the way it is, and that's fine. That's fine. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that two-family homestead doesn't have those kind of stuffings in our pockets. that we can afford to do that. And who knows what gas prices are doing now. Good Lord. The truck pulling the camper does not get premium gas mileage, let's put it that way. So it's a haul to Fishes and Loaves Life. Thank you so much. We really appreciate and love you being part of the channel here. So hope you are able to make it to our Buckeye Sizzler meetup. All right. It is, well, gosh, every time I turn around, we've got a couple more extra people that have come in. So I hate to just, talk and run, but we have been on for almost an hour. Well, let's do it this way. Does anybody have any questions about either about us, about Two Family Homestead? Any questions about Two Family Homestead? Any questions about the Buckeye Sizzler that I hopefully can answer? At least want to know where it is. Any questions about some of the other places that we are going to be going to? This next time we're making a trip south. It will be this year. It will probably be after the Kentucky picnic, the Homesteaders picnic in Kentucky. It will probably be after that. And what we will probably do is we'll make a circle trip. Of course, we'll stop at Jason's. But for those of you that maybe are not aware, Sherry's daughter lives in Florida on the Atlantic coast, and so we'll go down and spend 3 or 4 days, so mother and daughter can do some visiting that mother and daughters do. And then come back up the coast, and we're going to have a new place to stop on the way back up this year, because we have full plans to stop at Roots and Refuge with their new property. Where does the channel name come from? Have always been curious. All right, I'll give you my explanation of the channel name. Sherry has been married before. I've been married before. We found each other after we got rid of our previous mistakes. Is that a nice way to put it? Maybe not. I don't know. But so anyway, we are a blended family. She has 3 kids. I have 2. And then by the time you multiply that out with marriages and maybe not marriages, but maybe just other things and additional grandkids and so on and so forth. So it's a blended family. Sherry is Jewish. I am not. But that I respect her religion, and she respects mine. So it's two families that have found love and work together to move forward and move on. So that's why we call it two-family. That's my definition as to why it's two-family homestead. So, and I'm sure that everybody in here knows. I'm absolutely certain that everybody knows. But another family in I'm sure they're in Kentucky. Who's the family whose basement wall just collapsed in? The name is just escaping me here. I mean, everybody needs to leave some thoughts for those folks as well. Garden State Gardener, hello, how are you doing? Glad to see you could make it. Fishes and Lowe's Life, City Girl Country Heart, Down Under Farm and Forge, Sonny's Place, J Love Adventures, everybody else, Mama Z, Bushcraft Family, everybody I didn't mention. Special thank you to all of the moderators that we have in here. Freedom Homestead, that's it, Sonny's Place. Thank you so much. Yeah, Freedom Homestead, send them your thoughts. They had a housing tragedy. I'm not sure exactly where they're at right now, but quite the thing to happen to them. To wake up in the middle of the night and have your house collapsing underneath you. So we wish them the best. There's been others. There have been some other GoFundMe's that have gone up, all with good cause. And it's like I've always said, if that's something that one can afford to do, you don't have to do it through a GoFundMe. But if it feels right for you to help another family in some way, don't be afraid to do it. I mean, you can do it very anonymously. Nobody has to know. Rusty Pepper, good evening. Good to see you in here. So, if you'd like, hey, you can become a Smudges Pack member. Now, I know that we're just a little bit behind here right now due to this thing that's got Sherry down, but we'll be back up. I have the GoPro right here. I'm going to start putting some footage together on making those 5-gallon planters, the wicking pots. Show you what I'm going to do for us for in the garden this year. Yeah, needy homesteader lost her husband. And there's been others. This has not been a kind year to some of the friends in the homesteading family. On the other hand, it's been a wonderful year for some folks, like Jess and Maya finding a new piece of property. That's exciting. It's exciting. So, okay. going to let you all go. I see we've dropped down to like 25 or so. Thank you all for being here. And stick with us here. If you can, keep that Buckeye Sizzler in mind. Go obtain a ticket on the Eventbrite page. It's free there. And that's just to get a count. It's just to get an idea. You're running the devil off. Oh, no. No, Rusty Pepper, you're doing just fine. You're doing just fine. As Mort Squad, going very well. Thank you so much. Thanks for stopping in. And with that, folks, again, special thank you to our mods. Special thank you to those members. I appreciate that very much. And don't forget, we do make some mugs. We make some shirts. And some other Asota merchandise that would be just a perfect fit for your channel. Everybody take care. Have a wonderful evening. Thanks for being here. Thanks for your patience with us. And we will see you all later. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.